One of my viewers recommended this video. It's called Norwegian Prison, and I've watched a video about prison in Norway before, the prison system, and yeah, of course it's very unique compared to most other prison systems around the world. And yeah, interested to learn more about it. Let's check this one out. Tell me what you think about it.
But one place within Norway outshines it all. A place reachable only by boat. An island that's a model of sustainable ecology. A destination for families on the weekend. A popular spot for locals to experience a close-knit community of murderers, rapists, and child molesters.
Okay, that was like, it felt almost like some sort of like travel vlog into some beautiful place, and then he comes out with that. I mean, it still looks like a beautiful place, honestly. The journey there was very scenic, picturesque to get to a prison, man.
Okay, this is Håvald and Ronny. The two guys is living here. They will talk with you, tell you about how it is to stay here.
Meet Horvald Scherven, an official for UNICEF, who had a better idea of where the children's money should be spent. And Ronnie Meerstadt. His looks could kill, but his hands did instead.
What? His looks could kill, but his hands did instead. That is unexpected. That was brilliant.
Those guys can walk around with you afterwards.
Okay.
Maybe we can have a cup of coffee or something.
Perfect. So chill.
Every activities we have on the island should be an activity that will bring you to learn responsibility. If I pick up the potatoes every autumn, and we try to get every prisoners and every staff member to do it together. If we do that together, we are doing something that shows the prisoners that we are equal human beings. Every guy you will see out here are prisoners. Those who's working here will wear a uniform. They live 4, 5, 6 people together.
See sunbathing?
They have to wake themselves up in the morning, make their own breakfast and go to work, just like you and me.
So is this the actual prison itself? What is this? Is this like something that's like a level before or after like real prison? Because this, I've seen Norwegian prisons, like the actual cells, and they look quite nice, but this is just looking like a house. They're so chilling, they've got ashtray, drinking some juice. What, is this a different type of Norwegian prison?
20? Nah. It tells me it's 20 degrees in the water. I think it's 15. They told you, you know they're prisoners.
I'm working outside with ordinary people. I go down and take the ferry out of the island and go to the shore and travel to work. I'm only here in the weekends and the nights, so that's good.
I tried to get the job on this ferry right away. We got a good opportunity to smuggle and run away, and so.
Do you ever think about doing that?
Nah.
I can see why they wouldn't. They actually look like they have a better quality of life than I do, man. The weather looks nice, comfortable surroundings, just chilling out there, sunbathing and things like that as well. Like, tell me if you're from Norway, what do you think about this?
I feel I have managed to calm down because I used to work 20 hours a day. I used to travel 300 days a year. I'm sure I'll live 10 years longer because I'm here.
Yeah, it looks like paradise, but when you're staying here, everything sounds so easy, and you can go out and you can do this, but you always know that it's a prison.
We had a prisoner here. He was convicted for murder. He cut 2 people up with a chainsaw, and most people will think that this kind of person cannot be in this kind of prison. He have to be locked up. But he came to this prison on the last time of his sentence, and he served here for 4 years, and he worked in the forest with a chainsaw.
We have dinner parties. I have had a tie and a jacket on a couple of times, but that's on special occasion.
Maybe the way to rehabilitate prisoners is to send them to dinner parties or have them work on their tan.
If you treat people properly, they may change behavior and be good, ordinary citizens.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the point of it, is trying to really rehabilitate rather than punish, and giving them this, which you could say would be like a taste of a relatively nice life. It might get them to think about what they're doing rather than just put them in the prison, punish them, where they'll get maybe more angry than anything else, and it won't really make them feel better, won't make them feel back to being normal people. So when they go out, they just recommit and go back in and out. This one, yeah, I guess it works because I know of the stats in Scandinavian countries, in Norway, about low reoffending and things like that. So this system clearly works, but it's just, it looks striking in how like enjoyable it looks to an outsider.
Yes, these people are crazy.
And that's probably true as well if you compare it to US prisons. It says here, do not meet the minimum humanitarian standards, and yeah, from what I've heard, that like some American prisons are basically, they just put people to work, and there's so much like things that go wrong, attacks and all that sort of thing in these prisons. So comparing like Norwegian prisons to American prisons must be such a stark difference. But when you just compare it to like prisons in general, you can definitely see it's like very unique. But when you see that Norway has like one of the lowest murder rates, from what I remember reading, as I said, it has one of the lowest reoffending rates. So these systems definitely work. Do you think this could be implemented in every country? Is there any reason why it's able to be implemented in Norway? Is it just because the people are more educated, so they'll respond to this in a positive way, whereas maybe if you put this in other countries where people are not as educated, they might just still be like criminals at the end of the day when they leave? They might not take what is good from this experience. Tell me what you think about a Norwegian prison. Tell me what you think about the terms for things like murder. When it said the maximum term is 21 years, do you think that's enough? Should it be increased? What do you think about it? Yeah, tell me what you think about this one. Thanks.